Good evening, here are tonight's top stories. A body found at Hope Beach is believed to be that of a missing elderly man, while an alleged bomb threat at St. Rose's High School has prompted an investigation. Additionally, a fatal hit-and-run incident has claimed the life of a pedestrian on East Bank Demerara, and a tragic fire has left a family homeless in No. 60 Village, Quarantine. Furthermore, the government is seeking supplementary funding for GPL to enhance power infrastructure, and Attorney General Nandlal has dismissed the opposition's bid to remove Vice President Jago from the National Assembly. Also, a robbery incident occurred in Durbanlands, Georgetown, following the Burna Boy show. Stay tuned for more updates. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more news.
Body found at Hope Beach believed to be missing elderly man. The mystery surrounding the body discovered at Hope Beach on Sunday has been partially resolved as authorities have confirmed the identity of the deceased as 74-year-old Michael Backus of Houston, East Bank Demerara. Backus, who had been reported missing since April 16, 2024, was identified on Tuesday by a male relative who went to the Cove and John police station. According to police reports, the relative informed authorities that Backus had been missing for several days, prompting missing person reports to be filed at multiple police stations. Accompanied by law enforcement officers, the relative positively identified Backus at the Memorial Gardens mortuary based on his dentures and clothing. Further complicating the situation, the relative revealed that Backus had been a patient at the Georgetown Public Hospital and was afflicted with dementia, a condition that may have contributed to his disappearance. As authorities continue their investigation, a post-mortem examination is scheduled for May 3, 2024, to ascertain the cause of Backus's death. The discovery of Backus's body by a mangrove ranger at Hope Beach has sent shockwaves through the community, raising questions about the circumstances surrounding his demise. With the identification of Backus, his family and loved ones can now begin the process of mourning and closure, though many unanswered questions remain. As authorities await the results of the post-mortem examination, the incident serves as a sobering reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by those suffering from dementia and the importance of community vigilance in safeguarding the well-being of vulnerable individuals. Alleged bomb threat at St. Rose's High School prompts investigation. On May 2, 2024, at 13:45 HRS, St. Rose's High School on Church Street was the target of an alleged bomb threat, prompting swift action and investigation by authorities. According to reports, the typist clerk at St. Rose's High School received a call during school hours from an unidentified male, who ominously claimed that someone was entering the auditorium with a bomb. Following the unsettling call, the typist clerk promptly alerted the school's headmistress, who, in turn, immediately notified officials from the Ministry of Education located on Brick Dam. In response to the threat, a team from the Explosive Ordnance Detection Unit was swiftly dispatched to the scene. Upon their arrival, the school premises and surrounding areas were meticulously scanned for any potential explosive devices. Additionally, personnel from the Guyana Fire Service were on hand to provide support and ensure the safety of students, staff, and the premises. Despite the thorough search conducted by authorities, no explosive device was found on the school grounds, reassuring students and staff of their safety. However, the seriousness of the situation underscores the need for vigilant response and cooperation in such circumstances. As investigations into the source of the threat continue, authorities remain vigilant, committed to ensuring the safety and security of educational institutions and the community at large. The incident serves as a reminder of the importance of prompt action and collaboration in response to potential threats, as well as the need for ongoing vigilance to safeguard against such incidents in the future. Fatal hit-and-run incident claims life of pedestrian on East Bank Demerara. Tragedy struck along the Farm Public Road, East Bank Demerara, EBD, last evening as a pedestrian, 34-year-old Rupert Singh of Grove, EBD, was fatally struck down by a vehicle. Shockingly, the vehicle involved was driven by a police constable who allegedly fled the scene after the incident. Reports indicate that at approximately 21 to 40 H, a police constable, en route to the mining town of Linden in his white Toyota Allion, registration pad 6809, collided with Singh and callously left the scene. Singh, gravely injured, was discovered by concerned citizens and rushed to the Diamond Hospital, where he was tragically pronounced dead upon arrival. The gravity of the situation deepened as details emerged of the constable's actions following the incident. Despite purportedly suffering a fractured hand, the constable only reported feeling unwell and sought medical attention the following morning. Upon receiving a 7-day medical certificate, the constable later disclosed to a senior officer that he had been involved in the hit-and-run incident. Promptly arrested at his residence, the constable is currently in custody, cooperating with authorities as investigations unfold. Additionally, his motor vehicle has been impounded for further inspection by a certifying officer. This harrowing incident serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of reckless driving and the importance of accountability, particularly for those tasked with upholding the law. As the community mourns the loss of Rupert Singh, efforts to bring justice to his untimely passing continue, underscoring the imperative of road safety and responsible behavior behind the wheel. Family left homeless after tragic fire in No. 60 Village, Quarantine. Tragedy struck a family in No. 60 Village, Quarantine, Burbus, leaving a mother and her 3 children homeless after their home was engulfed in flames. Hemwadi Brijbukken, the single mother, and her children, aged 4, 7, and 11, narrowly escaped the blaze, but their residence and belongings were lost in the devastating fire. The ordeal unfolded on a Tuesday afternoon while Hemwadi Brijbukken was asleep, and her children were at school. The fire erupted, trapping Brijbukken inside the burning building, forcing her to be rescued through a window after she lost consciousness. Recalling the traumatic event, Brijbukken explained that she had taken medication earlier, causing drowsiness, but she attempted to cook nonetheless. Unfortunately, the stove caught fire, leading to the rapid spread of flames throughout the house. Fortunately, 2 of Brijbukken's cousins came to her rescue, breaking in through a back window to pull her to safety. However, the fire had already engulfed the house, resulting in significant damage and loss of property. As a single mother relying on financial support from her husband for her children's maintenance, Brijbukken now faces the daunting task of rebuilding their lives from scratch. The family has lost essential possessions, including appliances, clothing, and jewelry, leaving them in urgent need of assistance. Seeking support from the public, Brijbukken hopes for help in securing a new home and essential items for her children. Anyone willing to assist can reach her at 592-615-0347. As the family grapples with the aftermath of this tragic incident, their resilience and the support of the community will be crucial in helping them overcome this challenging period and rebuild their lives. Government seeks supplementary funding for GPL to enhance power infrastructure. The government of Guyana is gearing up to approach the National Assembly for supplementary funding ranging from $180 million to $250 million aimed at bolstering the infrastructure of the Guyana Power and Light (GPL). This significant investment is earmarked for upgrading the transmission and distribution network, with the overarching goal of enhancing the electricity supply across the nation. Vice President Dr. Barrett Jagdeo shed light on the government's plans during a recent press conference, emphasizing the urgent need to address the ongoing issue of frequent power outages. Acknowledging GPL's pivotal role in the country's energy landscape, Jagdeo affirmed the government's commitment to funding these critical activities. While the source of funding, whether through a loan or alternative means, is yet to be finalized, Jagdeo underscored the importance of parliamentary approval for any financial allocation. Stressing the urgency of the situation, he emphasized the need for swift action, given the pressing demand for improved electricity supply. In tandem with these efforts, the government has already invested $1 million to mobilize a power ship with a total installed capacity of 36 megawatts (MWs) for 2 years. This strategic initiative, located at Everton, Burbus, is poised to significantly augment GPL's grid and alleviate the strain on the existing power infrastructure. Scheduled for full operational capacity by May 8, 2024, the power ship will play a crucial role in bolstering Guyana's energy resilience. However, Jagdeo cautioned that without concurrent upgrades to the transmission and distribution systems, the risk of continued power outages persists, underscoring the imperative of comprehensive infrastructure improvements. The government's proactive stance in addressing the country's energy needs reflects a commitment to fostering economic growth, enhancing quality of life, and fortifying national resilience. As efforts to modernize GPL's infrastructure gain momentum, stakeholders remain hopeful for a more reliable and resilient electricity supply across Guyana. Attorney General Nandlal dismisses opposition's bid to remove Vice President Jago from National Assembly. Attorney General Anil Nandlal, SC, has expressed skepticism regarding the legal action initiated by the parliamentary opposition to oust Vice President Dr. Barrett Jago from the National Assembly. Nandlal believes that the court is unlikely to grant the opposition's request, citing procedural irregularities and the premature nature of the intervention. Nandlal emphasized that the issue of Jagdeo's absenteeism has not been formally addressed within the parliamentary setting. He argued that the judiciary's intervention is premature, as the matter should first be deliberated and resolved within the House itself. The entire action is precipitous and premature. The court cannot go into Parliament to read the register or determine absenteeism, that is the Speaker's prerogative, Nandlal asserted. The legal challenge, filed by opposition parliamentarians Christopher Jones and Tabitha Sarabohali, refers to the National Assembly's standing orders, which stipulate that an MP's seat shall be vacated if they are absent from sittings for more than 6 consecutive sessions. The opposition contends that Jagdeo's absence from 11 consecutive sittings between December 11, 2023, and February 1, 2024, warrants his removal from office. However, Nandlal contends that the matter should be addressed internally within the National Assembly, with the clerk responsible for informing the House of any absenteeism issues. If a member is absent from Parliament, that is a matter for Parliament. The Parliament has the register, Nandlal affirmed, stressing the importance of following proper parliamentary procedures. As the legal challenge unfolds, Nandlal maintains that the matter must first be addressed through parliamentary channels before resorting to judicial intervention. The Clerk of the National Assembly, in accordance with established procedures, will need to inform the House if Jagdeo's absence was unauthorized. The outcome of this legal dispute will not only impact the status of Vice President Jago but also serve as a test of the separation of powers and adherence to parliamentary protocols within Guyana's democratic framework. Robbery incident occurs in Durbanlands, Georgetown after a Burna Boy show. In the early hours of May 2, at approximately 3:15 hours, a disturbing robbery incident unfolded at Lot 184 Durbanlands, Georgetown, involving 4 individuals who were allegedly targeted by 3 identifiable males on bicycles. The victims, returning home from the Burna Boy show, fell prey to the assailants who swiftly relieved them of their belongings. Among the victims was a 41-year-old manager from South Ruimveldt, Georgetown, who reported the loss of a white gold and diamond chain valued at $1,000, along with $150,000 in Guyana currency. Another victim, a 31-year-old office clerk residing in Durbanlands, Georgetown, suffered the loss of an iPhone 12 valued at $100,000 GC, a 5 pennyweight gold chain, and $40,000 GC cash. Additionally, a 25-year-old unemployed female from South Ruimveldt, Georgetown, was robbed of a 3 pennyweight gold ring valued at $45,000 GC, while a 34-year-old quality assurance officer from Durbanlands, Georgetown, lost a 12 or OnePlus cell phone valued at $120,000 GC, along with $6,000 GC cash. Investigations into the incident revealed that the victims had just exited their vehicle and were on the verge of entering their yard when 3 suspects approached them from a western direction. One of the suspects demanded a white side bag from Annalisa, one of the victims, who complied with the demand. Subsequently, the suspects proceeded to rob the other victims of their cash and valuables before swiftly fleeing the scene on bicycles. Despite the swift response of law enforcement, no arrests have been made as investigations into the incident continue. The community remains on edge following this brazen act of robbery, underscoring the need for enhanced security measures and vigilance. As authorities work diligently to apprehend the perpetrators and bring them to justice, the victims are left grappling with the traumatic aftermath of the incident. The ordeal serves as a stark reminder of the importance of community solidarity and proactive measures to ensure the safety and security of all residents.